Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining this channel and listening to my content. So welcome. If you like my content, I'd be very grateful if you could subscribe or like. Just want to get the message out there. That's really the main reason, not for any other reason. But anyway, let's get into today's topic. I have got 5 ways that your energy is a little sneaky and it likes to make it about the masculine, and this is what this journey is all about. So it's about you, it's not about the masculine. They play a key role, absolutely, but ultimately it's about you coming into your sovereignty, you really coming into this beautiful energy, your core frequency, your true authentic self. That's what this is all about, and they're just constantly pushing us, nudging us even closer so that we can get closer into alignment with the soul, which is who we are at our core. Anyway, so welcome. I am Kathleen from Awakening Meraki. Now, what are these 5 things? But before I get into the 5, actually, what I want to remind everyone is this journey is about getting to know you as a soul. Not you as the human, not you as the mind, but you as a soul, the true you. And the true you is limitless, it's expansive, it's abundance, it's your purpose, it's your twin flame. That's the true you. And the more you focus off 3D and put it onto you, the more you will feel into your soul energy. And it's very, very powerful energy, as we know. Anyway, so what are these 5 things? So number 1, and this is what actually inspired me to do this YouTube, because this lovely, beautiful soul messaged me and she said, what do I need to do to help bring down the energetic wall between us? And the thing here is, this is where the energy gets really sneaky, because the focus is still on them. There's an us. And when you're focused on them, then you create separation, you create an us. And the thing is that there is no us, there's just one beautiful energetic system, happens to be in 2 physical bodies. So when that's the question, right, bringing the wall down between us, that is energy still focused on the masculine, and you need to not even bother focusing on bringing the energetic wall between you. What you need to do is focus on yourself, focus on that you are soul, learn that you're an abundant being, that you've got a purpose, whatever that looks like for you. And that will, just through that, will naturally bring the wall down. So you don't need to focus on bringing this wall down, because when you're focusing on bringing the wall down, then what you're actually focused on is the twin. And there's an expectation that as soon as it's down, they're going to rock up. And it might be down, but they're not going to rock up because there's still an expectation. And that's how or they won't hang about, let's put it that way. Because this journey is about releasing everything in the 3D when it comes to, especially when it comes to the twin. All right, so number 2, they send you a message and then you go, well, what are they showing me in this message? And this is why I'm not a big fan of mirror exercises. Oops, I said it. Because when we go, what are they showing me? Where's the focus? What are they showing me? It's not really on you. It's like deciphering the message. It's like getting into, I don't know, Morse code, or trying to read hieroglyphics and trying to decipher the actual true message. Trust me, they're responding to the energy, and that is it. Yes, your masculine at a soul level will send some things through, and you know it's come from soul. You have a knowing with it. That's the difference, right? The mind wants to decipher. The soul goes, oh yeah, that's a message from soul for me. I get it. And then moves on. 2 very different ways, right? The mind goes, let's decipher. Let's see what they've got. What's the mirror that they're reflecting back to me, so I can shift, so they can come back into my life. That is your push energy. Instead of just being in soul and going, oh, yeah, and then moving along. So, mirror exercises, I think it's more about that deep knowing that, yep, that's the message and I just need to move on from it. And that's it. Okay. Not thinking of the twin flame. So you know how we can get in that little, this is number 3, by the way. You know how we can get into that little fluster around, oh my God, just mind, shut up. I want to stop thinking about the twin flame. Well, guess where you suddenly are thinking of the twin flame. Trying not to think about them is putting energy on them. What you need to do is just divert yourself. But like a friend, right? Your friend's messaged you and you're going, oh yeah, I'll contact them later. Flick. You back into what you're doing. It's that energy, because they're you. So you don't need to like get all like worked up over it, because they're you. So whatever energy you're in, they're going to be in that same energy as you. Okay. On number 4, I am feeling their energy. You are feeling your energy. There's one soul here. It's your energy. The mind wants it to be about their energy. I'm feeling their masculine energy. No, you're feeling your masculine energy. It's your energy. You are the twin flame. The more you bring it back to you, the more you will feel the energy within you, and you'll go, holy shit, it's actually mine. And you'll realize that, oh my gosh, this has been me the whole entire time. Okay, number 5 on this list. I know that they have created a fake profile so they can follow me on social media. I hear this so many times. Who cares if they have? Don't worry about it. Let it go. Do not get into the mind about it, because where's your energy? It's not on you anymore. It's on them. And why are they doing this? And how dare they? And blah, 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 blah. Let it go. Don't worry about it. If they're doing that, that's just soul just checking you out. Let it go. It does not matter. Because when we are bothered by these things, then your focus is back on them. And that's the whole point, right? And yeah, they do that for sure. But let it unbother you. You don't need to be bothered by it. Like, let's get real. What is so exciting in our lives that it matters if somebody creates a fake profile? Now, I know some of you are going to go, Kathleen, security and all this kind of stuff, right? Totally get it. So if you don't want that for you, then don't just allow anyone one on your private Facebook page. But I know that the masculines can get quite sneaky and they'll follow you in other areas. Let it go. Just don't give it any kind of energy. And I would say the same for anybody that's actually on your social media. If you don't know them, give it 0 energy, because when you feed the energy, then it keeps playing out in all areas of your life, irrespective of this particular journey. You know, I was just in communication with somebody else who's on this journey, by the way. She's someone I work with, and she was wanting to sound me out on whether she should proceed with doing a certain task and trying to get some money back. Nothing to do with the masculine, by the way. And I went back and I said to her, well, it comes down to this. And this is where you've got to get to on this journey. So my ego might want to leap in and go, yep, you owe me X, Y, Z. Or you might sit back and go, what energy do I want to play in? Do I want to play in this energy of proving a point for a lesson that this person probably won't learn from you anyway? Let the universe sort that lesson out. Or do I want to sit back and remember that I'm soul and I'm abundant and I'm limitless? That's the energy it's now about making a conscious choice. The ego wants to get in and go, boundaries, need to make a point. They can't go around treating people like this. That's the ego. That's not peaceful. It's not peaceful. It just means come from a place from discernment moving forward. So, you know, this is a little bit of a mixed bag for me, but it usually always is. I'm just in flow. But I guess if I was to cycle this back to these 5, did I do 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I think I only did 4. I really am in flow. Right, there's 4, not 5. Anyway, need to get my facts. No, hang on, there are 5. 1, 2, 3. There are 5. There are definitely 5. I am not even going to delete this. It's just going to play as it is. Anyway, going back to these 5 points, it's all about singling out the energy on where it's attached to the body, and it gets sneaky as you shift further along this journey. And then what can happen is we get frustrated with it, and all of that is still focused on the masculine. And the thing is that this journey is about getting to know you as a soul, and the soul will bring layers up for you. That's what's happening. It's why we release and all these big oscillations and all this kind of stuff that goes on. It's so that you can release it, so the true essence of you can come through and shine. And so the more that we're focused outside of ourselves and not on getting to know ourselves as a soul, the harder this journey is. The more we loop, the more we cycle. And so resonating with this is just so important, that our energy leaks all over the town on so many people. Sounds really inappropriate, but it's really about coming back to a place of peace. And going back to that story I was just talking about this person that messaged me about wanting to make a point about getting some money back over a job that was deemed to be, from their perspective, not done in the way that they wanted. I do think there's two parts to this, right? So it is about, okay, yes, maybe I need to stand up here and really put my energy down and go, actually, this is more about me not being a walkover anymore, because I have been. Or it's about looking at it and going, do I want to choose to be in that energy, but know in future I'm going to be a lot more in discernment, and I'm going to learn my lesson from it so it doesn't play out for me again. And sometimes that in itself is just the lesson that you need. I was overseas. I don't know if I put this on here, but I was overseas for about 6 weeks. My flights all got cancelled coming home because of the conflict. I can't remember if I put it in here on my community group. But the short version of this is I incurred extra cost, and I could have kicked up a fuss. And I could, because there was all sorts of stuff, but it was like I had to do all these things, get a letter from the not from the travel agent. I had to get a letter for the travel insurance company from the airline. And I'm like, okay, that's going to be how long on hold? And then I've got to then take it back to the insurance company. You know what? I sat with myself for a bit and I went, it's not worth my energy. It's actually not worth my energy. I know I'm abundant. Let it go. I don't want to end my trip on that note either. And that was the energy. So sometimes that's the lesson. It's not about making a point and going, well, they messed me around. I ended up having to sort my own flights out. The tour company were a bit useless, and I could have gone right down that rant. And I probably was for a few moments. And then I thought, no, that's my lower version of self. I want to play in the higher version of me, and I want to keep my peace. And those stories that we keep perpetuating, don't give you peace, And one of the women that I was traveling with, she messaged me and she said to me, have you given your feedback and have you chased all this up? And I said, actually, I sat with it and I decided it's not worth my energy. It's not worth it to me. I have given up enough of my energy in that space well before I was awakened. People have had enough of ranty Kathleen trying to prove a point. I would rather just be peaceful and focus on my purpose and focus on working with the people that I work with and putting my energy there. So anyway, real mixed bag, but that's what this journey teaches you. It really makes you go, what's actually important for me? Not for anyone else, for me. And staying out of the story, choosing peace, and watching where my energy's going on anybody for that matter. Not, that I'm not projecting my energy out onto anybody, let alone the twin, because when you really start to play in the world of energy, and because I've been so activated, I see energy everywhere now. I really resonate how important energy is to keep your energy in your beautiful little bubble. Anyway, if you need some help and support, you know where to find me. I am forever expanding, so I've got some exciting news to share soon, but I will do that once my new fancy website's sorted. Anyway, thank you for those that listen to my channel. Sending so much love.